Alright, so there's a lot that's been going through my head lately, especially this whole year. It's been a crazy whirlwind year. So, let's just get to the point on everything. It's been rough, in the sense of training. It's way different than I remember. I used to be able to go and just like hardcore do things, no big deal, and now it's gotten tougher for me. Like nothing's gonna be easy, but I think I'm in that transitionary phase of life where things are a lot tougher for me. Um, I'm not using the excuse of age. I'm not using the excuse of anything in particular, but it's definitely gotten to be one of those rude awakening things where it's like, man, I need to do this, I need to do that, and like after having a whole year kind of flip me upside down and like destroy me basically, trying to get back into things is harder. Um, it has been a pretty rude awakening on many things. Like, we'll put it straight. Going into Ninja, it's a whole new realm of chaos. I love the sport, but in the same sense, it's becoming one of those things where I feel like my value is based on my performance, which stinks. With OCR, love the sport. But having to get back into everything has been so hard this year. But I have to realize too that there's eventually going to be beauty in the struggle. It's a very humbling experience, and I have to remember that the comeback is greater than the setback. I do have to remember that because there's so many who are rooting against me. There's so many who were supporting me for a long time in various aspects, and now it's quiet. And yet there's others who have been rooting for me and supporting me from the get-go and are still rooting and supporting for me. So it's so strange. But I guess that's one of those factors about life, is it really shows people's true colors. When you're in your darkest of places or your most intense places, those who are there for you are there for you. Those who are not are not. So, I just need to get that all off my chest because it's been really sitting heavy on my shoulders to the point where it's like a physical weight on my shoulders. But, yeah, so I guess we'll see what happens. And it's one of those things where we're only human, and everyone feels and seems invincible until they're not. So, it's all part of life. It's all part of the name of the game of life. You can fight as hard as you want. That's the other thing too, is I go by my little motto, wit, don't quit. I don't quit, but I will redirect, or I will pivot if I need to. So, here's seeing what happens.